Hi, first off I'd like to start off this video by saying hello to Hillworth, if you're watching. That being said, moving on. This is a video reply to Boomstickplease, Josh, whatever you want to call him, about like 10 movies and a TV series that you would take to heaven of sorts. You know, like if you could only watch them over and over again. He's got some pretty good choices. Not sure Charlie's Angels though, but anyways, I'm going to share with you my list, and that is, if I can just get it up, okay, that consists of, first of all, let's get the TV series out of the way, because we can only choose one, only one. How dare you, how dare you. That's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because that is my favourite TV series of all time, bar none. That is the pinnacle of TV as far as I'm concerned, and so that would be the one I'd have to choose. Next up is The Frighteners, which is my favourite film of all time. Maybe not necessarily the best, but my favourite film of all time. It's just got, and not only that, but I can just watch it over and over again, and it does not get tiring. I don't know why that is really. It's just such a good film. I mean, it's flawed, but I love it. What can I say? Like, it's really, really good. And if you haven't seen it, I recommend you check it out, because it's kind of like comedy horror type thing. Next is Grosse Point Blank. That's another one I can just watch over and over again, and I love the soundtrack to that film. That's amazing. I think John Cusack is just a really good actor. I think he's really, really good in my opinion. And I just, I don't know, I just love everything about that film. I love the whole concept. It's really something that I'd never seen before. And that film he did recently, War Inc., kind of looked like Grosse Point Blank 2, didn't it? Anyways, yeah, Grosse Point Blank is number 3 on the list. Next up is the Back to the Future trilogy. And he said that trilogies or series could count as one, so Back to the Future trilogy, just endlessly rewatchable. Part 2 is my favourite. Most people like Part 1, but I like Part 2. All 3 of them rock though. But those films are so, they just appeal to the kid in me so much, and I think they're so well crafted and just really well done. Really a flawless trilogy, if you ask me. I'm not, they're somewhere along a series or a trilogy. They always MacGuff one up, don't they? You know, the third one, or the whatever it is, or the second one's off to a bit of, and it's just like somewhere along the line they screw it up. But this one, Back to the Future, I don't think they did, in my opinion. Next up we have Terminator 1 and 2. I suppose I could include 3, but I don't want to because that's shit. Terminator 1 and 2. Those are just fun, switch your brain off action movies, especially the second one more so. That really is just a big action movie. Second one's kind of more first one, is more thriller-esque. But I just love those films. Terminator is one of my favourite films of all time. I love it, I love it, I love it. Then we have Psycho. This is like one, I just absolutely love this film. I only watched it recently for the first time, shame on me, but it is amazing. It is just absolutely mind-blowing, and I really think it will get better on repeat viewings. Next up is a comic book film. I had to include one, and this is my favourite comic book film. No, it's not The Dark Knight. This is Spider-Man 2. I mean, I suppose Dark Knight is the best made film. It always comes down to the thing of what's best and what's my favourite. I went with Spider-Man 2 because that is my personal favourite comic book film. I think I could watch that more than The Dark Knight, if I'm honest, if I'm up in heaven. It's just a fun movie, and people say, oh, compared to Batman's Nolan's, they look corny now, And I'm like, no, they don't. They're still great, and I still love them, and Spider-Man 2 will be the one I choose. Next up is Aladdin, which I think that is just one of my favourite animated films of all time. It is just so well done, and so I watched it after I got it for my birthday, and it's just such a good film. It really is. The songs, the characters. I mean, it is kind of Americanized, the whole, where it's set, but it's so good. The genie in that film was amazing. I really want to watch it again now. Then we have. Oh, sorry. I'm quite tired. I was up till about 2. Then we have Toy Story 1 and 2. Now, I always say The Incredibles is my favourite Pixar film, but when it comes down to it, there's 2 Toy Story films, and I could really watch those over and over again. They're just, I don't know what to say. What I've said about all these films, I'm choosing them because I like them, and you don't have to put too much thought process into them, and I just love the characters in that film, and both stories, and I think the scripts are just really good. And finally, something a little different, 12 Monkeys, the Terry Gilliam film. That film is really dark, but that is just one I can watch over and over again. I really can. I never tire of it. I just think it's brilliantly done, and the story is just amazing. I really do think it is just such a ingenious kind of film, and it's really dark and has a depressing ending. And I really highly recommend it if you haven't seen it and you like kind of dark, kind of grounded sci-fi, because it is, even though it's a sci-fi film, it is very, very grounded, and I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's my 10 things. So I hope you enjoyed this video, Boomstick, and I hope we see more responses. And I will catch you on the next one. And this part 2 of my top 10 favourite TV characters will be coming soon. Fear not. Okay, peace.